And I'm Fallon.
And together, we're the hosts of No Roadmap with Tasha and Fallon.
It's a podcast where two black women have real, random talks.
We cover everything from hobbies to relationships, pop culture, and social issues.
We don't shy away from the tough conversations, but we also like to have fun and be ourselves.
So join us every other Thursday as we share our thoughts, stories, and experiences.
You never know where the conversation might take us, but we promise it will be worth it.
No roadmap, just real random talk.
So what do you say, Tasha? Are you ready to hit record and get started?
Let's do it, Fallon. Let's give the people what they want. Hello. And welcome to another fantastic episode of No Roadmap with Tasha and Fallon. Hey, y'all, I'm Tasha.
I'm Fallon.
And what are we talking about today, Fallon?
We are talking about traveling, my favorite topic.
Because that's what you do.
I do.
You do.
Honestly,
a good travel.
My happy place is on an airplane going someplace. Mm-mm. Really? Mm-mm. Wait. So, you're going to laugh so hard. The husband says, you, Fallon, are the only person who likes airport security.
I feel like that is 100% accurate.
You have not seen me. Wait till we travel together. I am smiling at all the people.
As am I.
I am like, hey, what's going on? I'm talking to this cute. I'm helping all the bins.
She's not
doing stacking all the bins.
Yeah, I do stack the bins because people just leave them. It's
I
so
had
rude.
someone who was like, do you work here? Like, no, but thank you for noticing.
I've had people, people that charge that too. I'm like, you don't work here, move on. There are people are trying to get their things off the conveyor.
Figure it out.
I
just love it. And I'm like, and I never get the full body scans anymore. And I'm like, but you don't want a full body scan me? No. Hands above the head?
Hands above the head.
Nope.
No.
And then I get the pat down. I was like, look, I'm ticklish. And then
so you don't get the full body scan, but you get the pat down.
Sometimes.
Is the full body scan where you step with your feet
separate and then your hands
like this?
Yeah.
You don't do that?
No.
Oh, because you
I
have pre-check?
I have TSA pre-check and global entry.
Look at her flexing. That's a flex for real. That's a for real flex, you guys.
I'm like, guys, I travel too much.
She's like, I have the pre-check and I also have global entry, you guys.
And sometimes I fly business.
And on occasion, you guys, I fly business. We flew business coming back from Portugal because we were just disgusted and we were over it.
God bless you. Isn't it
magical?
was
amazing. I don't know how to fly coach.
No, wait. I flew first class back from Japan. And I'm done with all of...
Houseway.
How did I do it?
How did you fly first class? Is that what you booked?
That's what my husband booked.
Oh, all right, come on now. Y'all fancy.
I literally just show up.
With your pre-check and your global re-entry.
I just show up and I was like, wait, my seat's single digits.
And he was like, because I gets down like that, baby.
Yes! That's literally, he is so silently bougie.
That part.
I love it.
You know, the rest of us live it out loud.
No, he's just
he's quiet in his.
He's just sliding the boarding pass across the table.
That part. You don't need to look at this.
What show did we go see? It was Eddie Vedder, because I watched him throw his gum off the stage. Was it? I think it might have been early REM with Eddie Vedder. Anyway, he's like, take the ticket, and I'll go meet you at the seat. And so I take my ticket and I hand it to the person. They're like, oh, meet this person. And I keep going. I'm further, and I'm front row. I'm going, wait, what? I don't know how he does it. I literally just show up.
Was this the one where you had to be carried out of the...
No. That was...
There are so many, y'all. There are so many stories.
That was Sublime.
That was it.
And Romo with Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill, that was it. That's when you... Puff, pass.
Nope, don't do it. Learn from your mistakes.
Well, listen, speaking of puff, pass, I don't fly sober.
I
just can't.
So, like, are you, like, medicated, or are you...
I'm all the things.
I'm all about the minibar.
I'm all the things. So, not all at once. I'm not all the things everywhere all the time. But, after we do the security check, I might pop an edible.
Good on you.
Or, I definitely throw a Xanax. So, my doctor's office knows, and I call them like, hi, this is Tasha. I'm just calling to let the doctor know that I'm flying. And they're like, we got you. We're going to call it in. I'm like, thank you so much.
Really?
And they have, he has my medication waiting for me. And on the bottle, which I have never seen before, it says, take 1 to 2 1 hour prior to flying.
That's amazing.
I'm like, my doctor loves me.
I've never found a doctor who will prescribe me the things I need when I need them.
Girl.
But flying is not one of the reasons why I need them.
No.
Flying is my happy space.
I love that for you.
Like, I get on, I get settled, and I'm going...
But also, you probably fly very comfortably, right?
No.
Business class, first class.
No. I am the queen of sitting back economy middle seat and passing out. I don't care.
Middle seat? That's
Middle
the seat
seat.
for you? Because everyone hates the middle seat.
I do, but my husband likes the window.
Okay.
And so he gets me to the places.
My husband and I fight over the window.
No, he gets me to the places. The least I can do is take the middle seat.
I love that.
And so I do, and I curl myself up, and I fold my arms in and my legs in, and I sleep like a vampire.
That's gonna be my go-to argument when that part like this. Ow. Gonna fold in.
Funny story. Growing up, me and my little brother,
Herbie Hancock, thank you.
we used to ruin all the songs, and I'm so sorry. I love my brother, Jojo. I'm so sorry. He took that song and would put these like G.I. Joe missiles on his finger, and they would dance, and it would boop 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 rocket baby.
Oh my god!
And it was like a whole song, and I will never forget that.
And that's it. That's how you associate that song.
100%. Forever and ever and always. Now I'm trying to teach it to my daughter.
With the rockets on your fingers?
I try to find the rockets. I can't find the rockets.
Well,
It's 80s G.I. Joe.
I'm saying, yeah. This was before, this is when he really was America's greatest hero. G.I. Joe was there. G.I. Joe.
American hero.
G.I. Joe. Okay. I'm not even going to try to harmonize with that. Anyway, that's fine. That's going to be my argument going forward when I have to argue with the husband about who gets to take the window seat.
Whoever pays.
He pays always.
Well, then what argument is that?
My argument is I'm the one who had to go through the heartache and the headache of trying to get this trip together.
No, that's not even.
Nah, B, that's the thing. Nope, you can't take that from me. Sorry.
I don't know if I can support that.
Well, you can't. Who plans the trips in your family?
My husband.
That's why you can't support it. Because you don't know.
Actually, no. Sometimes I have planned some trips.
Oh, I don't buy that.
But also, if I don't plan them and he doesn't plan them, Craig plans them.
Come on, Craig. Then he should always have the window seat.
I don't know what he gets. Actually, he's never asked. I'll ask him next time I talk to him.
That part. See, no. I'm like Erica Badu. I want a window seat.
I can't with you.
Thank you. That was me. That was on a drum tap. That was rim shot. No? Anyway.
So when you get on the plane...
So when I get on the plane...
What is the first thing you do? Because I have like an order of operations.
Do you have a ritual?
I do.
What is yours? You tell me yours and then I'll tell you if I even have one.
There's a with the kid or without the kid.
Okay.
If it's with the kid, make sure the husband has his pants pulled up because he's bending over and is flashing the world. I'm like, pull your pants up.
I just had a visual. Go ahead.
Make sure he's settled. Make sure she's settled. Get out all the wires you need early.
Yeah.
And put them in the back of the seat. That way you don't have to reach for anything. Pull out the few snacks you need before the snack tray guys
comes down.
And then I get my pillow. And then
Is this the airline provided pillow? Or
sometimes.
Do you bring a pillow?
I have a pillow. It depends on the flight.
The neck pillow?
Yeah, I have a neck pillow, or sometimes I use the airline provided. Sometimes I don't use any because I can sleep anywhere.
Bless you.
Like in the car, on a train, on a bus. It doesn't matter.
Bless your heart.
Yes,
exactly.
Straight up Dr. Seuss.
Straight up.
On a house with a mouse.
On a house with a mouse. On the train in the rain.
Where's Fallon?
Sleeping. Anywhere.
Right. And some people are weirded out by this. I take my shoes off unless I'm not wearing socks. And if I'm not wearing socks, I bring an extra pair of socks to put on because bare feet in the airplane grosses me out. On our flight back from Romania, there were people coming. This was our connecting flight in Paris, which we almost missed, which is never again will I fly through Charles de Gaulle Airport.
Oh.
If I can avoid it.
Okay.
Nightmare inducing all the time.
Ooh.
Like I've cried in that airport more times than any other airport, and I love airports.
I feel like you do a lot of international crime, but go ahead.
That's true.
It's true. I will shed a tear.
I thought you said international crime, and I went...
International crying.
Was it crime?
No, not crime.
I have once.
We won't confess to
we
that
won't
on this
confess that because
Interpol looking for
the
you.
statute of limitations is probably already passed, but I'm not taking that risk.
Smart.
So these people were coming back from Palermo and connecting in Paris, which is actually slingshotting weirdly, but that's European travel. And the lady from New York, and she had her shoes, she was sitting in like a bulkhead seat technically, so they didn't have seats in front of them. It was just like the flat thing, and her feet were up on that wall, barefoot. And I'm like, lady.
I don't understand people who fly without having closed-toed shoes anyway.
Right.
I just don't like people who go to the airport in flip-flops.
Well, the reason why
What is happening?
I don't have to take off my shoes anymore. TSA pre-check.
Yeah, I was gonna say she fancy. You know what? As soon as we wrap this up, I'm going upstairs and I'm applying for TSA pre-check and global reentry.
You know what? Sometimes your credit card will cover. That's why we got it.
Okay.
Your cover card will reimburse you for that price.
Okay, thank you. What credit card is this? We'll talk about it.
I think it's an Amex.
All right, cool. I have an Amex.
So we'll look into that.
No, I don't. Don't steal my identity. I don't have any
Amex we'll look at it, but
okay.
Everybody, if you have credit cards that offer any travel perks, check to see if they'll cover the cost of those things.
The cost of a pre-check.
Okay. Or global entry.
Okay.
So I don't wear flip-flops because they're hard to run in if you need to move fast in an airport.
Right.
Or if an emergency
Which sometimes
happens.
you do.
So I try to wear nothing also too heavy.
Just slip-on shoes.
But if you're traveling somewhere where you need heavy shoes, wear the heavy shoes instead of
your
packing
travel
them.
And don't pack them.
Don't pack them.
Right.
Because you can take them off in the airplane and then you can save weight in your bags.
That part.
So you haven't traveled much with the girl. Has the girl traveled much?
The girl has not traveled. Well, she flew out of the country long before I did. Because
Where did you send her?
She went to, DR is out of the country. Yeah.
Yes.
She went to the Dominican Republic a couple years ago. Early last year for her friend's parents' vow renewal.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So she went because then when she came back, I think she flew back like on a Monday night, and then that Tuesday morning we were flying over to California to see my son graduate from grad school. So, but us together as a family, we've probably flown maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, I take that back because we went to Disney 3 times 3 years in a row. So we all definitely flew then.
Right.
And then California and then Florida a couple times. So what's that? 6? Maybe 6, 7 times.
I didn't fly with my family until I was in my 20s. And my dad flew me and my brother down to meet him in Florida. Because that's something we didn't do. My mother didn't like flying, still doesn't like travel.
My mother couldn't afford to fly. She doesn't mind it, but we couldn't afford it. So
I don't even know
everywhere.
if the price, it might have been a price thing too, but now I know she has like anxiety. She does not, there was one instance where she had to come get me and she took a bus by herself and it was a huge deal. Ugh. To come like 3-4 states away.
Is it the travel itself that she has the issue with, or is it the mode of travel?
All of it.
Okay.
All of the things. Okay. So we just didn't go anywhere as a family.
Right.
I never really. Only trips I ever took were with school. So if it was a local field trip, we're fine. My mom would come. If it was out of state, my mom's not going, which is fine, but they at least let me go. So I was able to travel out of state.
When was the first time you traveled on vacation without family as an adult?
As an adult.
Yes. Or not as an adult. Maybe you went with a friend somewhere, but when was the first time? My husband, going with the friends he made. We were at a Halloween party. It was 2000. It must have been 2008 because then I had to get my passport. We were at a Halloween party and everyone's drinking, having a good time, and someone comes out and goes, "Who wants to go to Belize?" I do. And we're like, "Oh, right now? That's so weird." And it was $180 round trip. Girl. To go to Belize. Now. And we flung the calendar down. And we're like, "What are the dates?" And we're like, "Okay, this is Easter, this is Passover." And we pick did I say Passover? You did, but I wasn't going to correct. I'm going to correct it. Edit it in post. Fix in post. Passover. And we picked 5 nights. And you went. And we went. And we stayed in San Pedro.
which is Madonna's La Isla Bonita.
La Isla
They play it like it's the national anthem there.
It is. Madonna sang about it.
She has a house there. Maybe still. We got two-bedroom condos on a private beach.
Love it.
On San Pedro Key. And we lived our best life. And it was like, my husband's like, I'm taking this woman, like I just started dating, on a trip.
Yeah.
And we had a blast.
To La Isla Bonita.
Which is why we learned that Fallon can no longer have rum.
That part.
Because it's a
What
rum.
did Fallon do? What'd you do on that rum?
So it was actually nothing horrible.
Look, take a turn real quick. Make this left turn right fast.
We're taking a left turn.
Yeah.
So we're playing a game. I don't even know what the game was. But one of the guys was outside and he was like on the deck and was bent over. And when I tell you, I ran from the back of the condo.
Don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know where this is going.
With my hand raised.
Because you were going to smack him on the butt?
I did.
You smacked this man on the butt?
So hard that it echoed.
Oh my God.
It echoed through. I hit him so hard, I hurt my hand. And they were like, that's it. No more rum for Fallon. Which is very true.
Okay. You assault people.
A little bit.
I love it. Okay. So let's go back to...
But all of my travel has been really with my husband.
Okay.
And then I got a job in a travel agency. And then
and that was it.
Just set it on fire.
Just took off.
I'm gone.
Love that.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't start traveling until, I think a lot of that too was because we didn't travel when I was younger. Mm-hmm. We couldn't afford it. So our vacations were usually to the South where you see family. Or, out in New York where my aunt lives with her family. So we didn't really travel. Every now and then we would do a day trip here or a day trip there. But for the most part. But when I got to high school, a lot of my classmates were international classmates and they were traveling back and forth home, but then we would go on our spring breaks or Christmas breaks and we would come back and they're like, what'd you do? And I'm like, I caught up with friends and whatever. I'm like, what did you do? And they were like, we sailed around the world and we did this, we did that. And I'm like, really? And I remember being invited on trips. Like the school would sponsor trips to wherever. I think like one trip was Greece. Another trip was Spain for spring breaks. And I always wanted to go, but I never could afford to. And they just kind of stuck that like that. I just couldn't afford to travel. So I never did travel. And the first time I flew was to New Orleans. And I was drunkety drunk on that plane because I was deathly afraid to fly.
Oh, really? Like you
actually,
were
flying's not it's the crashing that I'm afraid of. But
isn't that ever? No. It's sometimes it's the. But I get it.
Some people don't like to fly because of like turbulence, and I don't mind the flying. It's the crashing part I don't like.
But you're more likely to die in a car crash than
I'm more likely to die getting in my shower.
True.
Than I am on a plane.
Fun fact that I learned, maybe not so fun, 24 people a year are killed by champagne corks. Did you know that?
While they're flying?
No.
Oh.
At weddings. Most of the time it's at weddings.
Not at a wedding.
Someone popping the champagne cork, them getting hit in the face. And
the velocity at which those corks... Yes.
Right.
Right in the throat.
Right.
Right in your throat.
Or if you hit someone in the nose the wrong way, you're like...
Yeah. Holy moly.
So think about that.
Thank you. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is the bright side. Always look on the bright
side. It's so I miss the bright side.
There we go. That's right. Okay. Also that.
Also that.
So, I don't mind the flying. It's the crashing I don't like. But on my flight to New Orleans, my very first time flying on a plane,
How old were you?
I was 24.
Okay.
I held hands with some random man, and I probably squeezed the living life out of that. And he was the one who was like, take a shot. Take a shot.
I grouped a random man once on a flight, and I love flying. That plane, it took off sideways. We were already going to die.
Did you say you groped?
Literally, when I grabbed him, it was like inner thigh, because the husband was on the left, random guy on the right, and I just went like this. And I'm like, I'm so
sorry that I groped you.
He was like, it's alright.
Not the finger guns. Where are you sitting on the return flight?
flight ever.
Greatest flight ever. He started a travel blog after that. Look.
Dear Penthouse.
I've never thought I would get groped on an airplane by this random black woman. It's fine.
Where's the furthest you think you've ever traveled?
Japan.
Oh, yes. That was recently.
Yes.
This is
Fly like an eagle.
Thank you. This is the universal sign for flying.
Fine. Yeah, even though you hope the plane doesn't do that.
Even though you hope the plane doesn't do this. Apparently, in your flight, it did.
It did.
Hence that poor man being groped. Or luckily, that guy got groped.
Wink. It was Japan, and it was... The problem is I sleep, so it never really bothers me. My longest flight while being awake was going to Rome. I got sick.
Oh.
Sometimes if I eat certain things, or I haven't figured out what the trigger is. If I eat too much, I can't get comfortable, and so I can't sleep. I don't feel nauseous, but I feel uncomfortable, and then I have it's a whole big thing.
Yeah.
I think it's when I go to the lounges and I eat too much in the lounge, and then I eat dinner on the plane. It's too much.
A lot.
And so my body's like, no. So I've learned to not eat so much at the lounge. Because you get free food and you're like, shove it all in.
Don't take your word for it. I have not been to a lounge yet.
Well, if you want to fly with me.
Hello, this is apparently, thank you, come fly, let's fly away. Seems like that's the only way to travel. It
really is. It's an absolute blast. Back in the day when I used to get this super deal at Sandals, I used to take my girlfriends. I was like, ladies, make sure you have your passport.
What kind of deal did you get at Sandals, and can we get it again?
I'm trying to get it again. I don't even know if I can. Just tell me. I'm going to tell you, it was cheaper for me to go to Sandals for 3 days than it was for me to stay home and do a weekend of dinner and drinks.
And that includes flying there?
Yes.
Okay, I need to know what the tricks are. The girl wants to go to Jamaica next year. Okay. But I'm going to Mexico. Did we talk about this? I've never been to Mexico, so I'm going to Mexico.
Take me to the border of Mexico.
That part. You have a song for everything.
Everything.
That.
My poker game that we mentioned, in literally me and the host, that's all, every conversation.
That's it.
Throw in the song that reminds you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we do that too. My friend and I do that, and it drives my husband crazy.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not my fault you don't know music, boo.
Exactly. Step it up.
And Regine and I do that all the time.
Yes.
You can't say anything without us breaking into song. Look, he's like, eyes got wide. He's like, they do. It's annoying.
It's not annoying. It's super fun.
Well,
once you get a hang,
maybe
once
for
you get a hang
Alan,
of it,
it's annoying.
No.
Is it annoying, Alan? I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing it, but I'm curious.
Figure it out. If you can join in, he can't even get a word in edgewise.
Look, all the women's.
So, my thing is that I've learned recently is that Black people have learned to not travel. Then the world was not open to them. And recently, in the last 10, maybe 15 years, there's a movement. There's actually an Instagram page called Travel Noir. It's about being Black and traveling and going and doing because you deserve to be in spaces.
Yeah.
And one thing I laugh about is the places I thought I couldn't go and I felt super comfortable. And the places where I was like, oh, this will be fine. And I was like, oh. So, places I thought I wouldn't be comfortable. Morocco, Marrakesh. It's very domineering. Well, not even. Marrakesh is actually very metropolitan. So people think it's domineering and you can't be a woman and heaven help you if you're dark skinned Black. It was super chill.
Cool.
I loved it. I had a blast.
Good.
I was respectful. They were respectful. We had a great time. It was fantastic. Romania, had a blast. I was literally, nope. I saw 3 other Black people my entire trip. But it's a big country, whatever.
Yeah.
Until.
Oh, no.
We're at Brom Castle, where Vlad, the Impaler, stopped for 5 seconds.
This is a history lesson?
Yes.
Okay.
But we're down in the village and we're getting food. And this guy walks in and he's obviously American. The first thing I see is the leather vest. That's biker vest with the handlebar. I was like, ugh, American. Tell me why this dude is wearing a Confederate flag bandana. Thinking he could get away with it because he didn't expect to see any Black people there. And I locked eyes with him and I'm like,
I see
you.
And what did he do?
He had the most uncomfortable meal.
Good.
Because that's my job.
Because that's where I shine, y'all. That is my superpower.
But like the things that people like, that was the last thing I expected to see.
Yeah.
While on vacation in Romania.
In Romania, of all places.
But he thought he would be fine there.
Yeah.
God, I could pull this back out.
I wonder if anyone in Romania knew the significance of the bandana.
No, I don't think they did.
No.
No.
But he knew.
Oh, he knew.
For sure.
100%.
So when you locked eyes, was there a moment where he was like, oh, damn.
Yep. That's exactly.
Oh, damn.
Hey, you did it to yourself, dude. We
one.
travel everywhere now.
Found one. And you were probably the only one.
Literally.
Within a 5-mile radius.
No, probably like 30.
Wow.
But it's fine.
Yeah, we did that when we were in Portugal, and we sat at that little cafe on the corner. And we just people watched. And after a while, Sarge was like, are there black people in Portugal?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sure there are. He was like, are there black people here? It's like, I don't know. We started counting. So he was like, oh, there's one.
Right.
There's one. 20 minutes later, he's like, oh, there's a group of them. I'm like, they're not geese, bro.
Stop it. They're a gaggle.
It's not a gaggle of good Lord. No, but he was fascinated to see all of the spectrum.
Right. Of who A travels.
Yes.
And who lives in that space.
Yeah.
Like, I was not expecting to see any people in, like, Japan.
Right.
Who lived there or were native Japanese.
I know a couple of people of color who live in Japan.
Where do they live?
Oh, you're asking things now that I don't know.
Well,
but I do
fine.
know that they live in Japan. I know one woman is teaching English there. And she and her husband live there. Right. I forget what he does over there, but they're there together.
What I found is that everyone expected me to be an oddity while I was there.
Meaning?
People are going to want to come up to you. They're going to want to touch you.
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
None of that. They're just like, you're doing
Who
you.
Who wants to do that? Is that something you've experienced while traveling? That people look at you, you know?
You know, when we were in Paris, the students were South Korean, and they wanted to take pictures with the child. They thought she was just the cutest, but when she was little, she like...
Oh, that's facts.
That's true. So she might be famous in Korea.
Come on now.
Like, there's some brand name with her face on it.
With her face on it.
Because she was just like walking up to these kids, and they're like, can we take pictures? And I'm like, she's okay, I'm okay. And so
you gonna sign us release?
That's where she probably got the like, the peace sign thing. Yeah, that's
okay.
But I haven't felt. I can tell when I'm being looked at. We were on our honeymoon, and we were in Rome, Florence, in the leather markets. I think it's Rome. And we're walking through, and this guy... Oh, no, we're in Florence, because we were on a food tour.
Right.
And it was a family from all places, flipping Connecticut. And the guy worked in Parsippany, so, like, neighbors. And so this guy goes to me, hey, brown sugar! And I'm like... I got you. And the girls were scandalized. They were like...
That he called you brown sugar?
Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, he's a crazy... Oh my... Did I tell you about the saxophone player?
The who?
Saxophone player in Romania? The bad saxophone player?
No.
So, we're in Brasov. And if you go to
Love
Brasov...
how you said that. Look at you.
There is a sign that says Brasov, but it's like the Hollywood sign. You're supposed to hike up it. You take the funicular... Or the incline.
Okay.
And you go up the mountain.
You take the what?
The incline.
That wasn't what you said.
The funicular.
Yes. Word of the day.
Funicular. It's funicular. But when you say you
I'm
funicular.
such a troglodyte. I don't know. Go ahead.
Stop it. Best word ever.
Hashtag troglodyte, boo. I mean, but anyway, you take the funicular.
Up the mountain, and then you got to hike more to go see this damn thing.
Okay.
And so we go up, and this guy... It's me and the child and husband. And the guy goes, hey, America. I think he knows immediately I'm American. What? I have no idea what I was wearing, what I look. I have no idea.
Was it the beautiful?
He was like, God bless. Twists. He was like, God bless. These are Marley twists.
Oh, those are Marley twists?
Yes.
I love them. They're adorable.
Thank you.
Oh.
He was like, okay. God bless America. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, oh, he said all these things. I don't know. It was like random. So we're coming back down. And he stops me and he goes, where are your people from? And I was like, the U.S. And he goes, no, where are they from? New Jersey. He's like, no. Like, and he's naming all these African countries, not realizing that that's not how it works. Yeah. But my dad got the DNA test, so I was able to tell him, like, Ghana.
You are 100% that.
No, like,
even
like
when
Ghana
you're crying
and
crazy.
Yeah, Ghana and Ivory Coast are the majority of where my people were from. So
I feel like that's where a lot of us are from.
So then he was like, oh, you sing with me? Amazing Grace? I'm like, yes, I'll sing. So somewhere on YouTube, there's me and this bad saxophone player. Amazing
Doing
Grace.
a rendition of Amazing Grace?
100%. This woman, he asked, is really cute. And I mean, she is stunning with this little crop top and this raven dark hair. And he was like, oh, in Romanian, will you take this video? She goes, well, stand here because the light's better. Like, she's doing
Come on. Whole production
production. So I might be on, like, Romanian
So
Instagram.
you're already YouTube famous.
I am.
Come on, YouTube
In multiple
famous.
places.
But girl.
Talk about, that's my random life. This is what happens.
I love that. America.
America.
Love it. Too cute. Okay. Well, I don't go anywhere, so I have nothing to contribute.
Well, now that you can, will you? Well, you don't fly
I
well.
would love to. My friends, my yayas, they travel all over. They're very well traveled. They traveled all over the world. And they were very excited for us to go to Portugal because I'd never been outside of the continental United States. I mean, except for the Caribbean. And, the experience leading up to the travel was just a nightmare. I wasn't crazy about it. They were like, please don't let this turn you off the traveling. You need to be out there. You need to travel, see the world. I'm like, okay, great. So we go, we have a fantastic time, come home again, a nightmare. But once we got here and we had the conversation about how it was, and I was sharing the experience with them, they were like, are you ready to travel more of Europe? Yes, I am.
Yes,
I would love to. Just don't fly British Airways.
No, that.
That's
B,
all.
don't book third party.
Don't book third party. And if you're going to book third party, do not let it be with justfly.com.
Nope. Not never.
Or what's their parent company? Flights to Go or something?
Right.
Yeah, don't do that. Stay away from them.
Book directly.
Book directly.
Right.
Call Fallon. She'll hook you up.
I got you.
That part right there.
Or if you're going to book something, book a travel agent because then they have to do all the legwork for you.
That's what justfly.com is supposed to do.
No. They're not legit. Like, you need a person.
You do.
One dedicated person who's
You do. You also need a company that's not going to have you sitting on hold for 94 minutes just
100%.
to talk to a live person.
100%.
That part. But anyhow.
Because even the airlines will try to screw you. When we had our flights booked for Portugal 2020, and we used airline miles. And we booked, I think it was American there. And obviously all flights got canceled. And we used 90,000 miles, 30,000 per person to fly. So I think the husband was trying to book other flights with my miles, and they were like, you have no miles. And he was like, wait.
You were like, hold the phone.
We should have gotten the 90,000 miles back. They were like, you had to call to get those reinstated, which is bullcrap, A. But nobody was answering the phone at the airlines for months during COVID. So I got on the phone. And I talked to a woman because I had worked and traveled, and I talked to a woman I used to work with, and she's like, oh, hey, Fallon. I was like, yeah, I didn't get my miles back. She's like, I got you. She did some things. Great. The next day, still not there. I called back. Oh, they specifically flagged your flight so you couldn't get your miles back.
Why?
I don't know, but I said, oh, no.
They don't know who they're messing with.
Oh, no. So Fallon was on that phone. It took a few days. I finally talked. I was like, look. I know this is not your fault. You're trying to do your best.
Yep.
But my next step is Twitter.
Yep.
Then Twitter. Now X. Weird. I will blow this up.
I will blow this up.
And she's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, let me put you on hold. 15 minutes tops.
Love it.
I go warm up my coffee, whatever. She goes, refresh your browser. Bam.
There it is.
There it is.
Appreciate you, mama.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you, girl. Well, the only way I was able to get somewhere with justfly.com was I had to email the CEO directly.
Oh, 100%.
And the very next morning, I got a phone call. But I sent him the most scathing email I could write without, cussing him out.
Yep.
I went to the thesaurus. I found all kinds of words.
You didn't just use Grammarly?
I did
so Grammarly will tell you how to be polite. It doesn't tell you how to be the opposite.
Oh, no. I wasn't trying to be polite at all.
Cursely.
Yes. Wait,
can we make that cursely? We're like, if you need to cuss somebody out,
child, this is how you do it. Yes, get on that. Let's create that app. But I'm definitely going to fly again. Like I said, I want to go to Greece for my birthday next year. We flew into London. We had the layover. I wanted to go out into London, but
London's a lot, and
that's what they say. You can't do it in 4 hours. Okay, cool. But the next time I fly to London, it's because I'm going to be going to London, not because I'm passing through. So I want to do that. Sarge was saying the other day he wants to do Paris, and he wants to do Germany. Germany. Like he's flown in with the military, but he's never explored.
Right, like
Germany.
Berlin, Munich.
Right. And he also wants to do Ireland and Scotland. Those
the
are
husband
the two
wants to do
big ones.
Fasching, which is Mardi Gras in Munich.
Okay.
But I think I'm not even going to say it. I think they do some unsavory things with face painting.
Ooh.
Still.
Like blackface?
I wasn't going to say it.
I know you weren't going to say it. That's why I said it. Oh, no.
If it's not Germany, then it's Switzerland. It's one of those Northern European.
Okay. I want to do Switzerland, too. And Amsterdam.
You know, if the trip happens there, I'll go. Those are not, like, high on the list. Right now, high on the list, I would love to do Safari.
Okay.
And now that the child is old enough, because you have to be 6, so she'll be 6 by the time we can plan that. I want to do the Holy Land. So our friend's son is getting bar mitzvahed in a few years. So I think we're going to go with them. We have New Zealand coming up.
My brother's dying to get the whole family to Africa.
Yeah.
I want to do that too.
South America, the husband keeps trying to get me there.
Where in South America?
All of South America.
South America.
He's been to Argentina. We were supposed to go to Colombia. I don't know why that fell through. I think kidnappings or something.
Yes. Because we want to stay away.
Else's.
That part.
Not me, because I didn't go. Obviously, I'm here. No, we got kidnapped in Mexico. That was fun.
What?
I never told you that story?
All right, look, you literally have 30 seconds. Go.
No. We'll save it for post.
Okay.
We got to talk about what we're watching.
All right.
We already ran over.
Save it for the kidnapping episode.
Save it for the kidnapping episode. Save it for the traveling abroad and the ransom episode. What are you watching?
Ugh. Guys, I know we've been talking about this for now episodes and episodes. Ted Lasso.
Can we talk more? I can talk about Ted Lasso.
And I'm still not done with the first. Yeah. I'm still not done with the first season.
And you're still in just the first season.
Gripped my soul in a way that I can't imagine. It's Schitt's Creek was the last show that got me like this. Like so well written.
I told you.
So not sad all the time. Like I always watch sad things. It's nice to watch things that are slightly stressful but uplifting at the end of the day. You know,
they strike a very nice balance.
Right.
Between the drama and the comedy.
Right.
It's just, it was such a well-written, well-acted, well-cast show.
Right. And all the character, their like relationships. Yeah. I can go on forever.
And there really is no if they will they, won't they. They do.
They do.
Now you have, like you were saying, Alan, before, once they decide that they're going to, now you just have to watch the aftermath. And I think sometimes that's more fun than watching the build-up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love Ted Lasso.
All right.
I do. I watch it again. I repeat. You know how I watch shows over and over again. So that's one of the shows that I
love it.
I think I'm on my 3rd time around.
God bless you.
Yeah. So I will be done with the 3rd time by the time you finish the first season.
Okay.
Jiminy Cricket.
I think I'm on the last episode.
You're on the last episode of the first season.
Okay.
Cool.
Right. I'm gonna crunch it. What about you?
Cool. What am I watching? I mean, not a whole lot because there's not a whole lot on network television. Like all the things that I was watching, the actors are still striking. So
yep.
The actors and the writers.
Right.
But I did watch a movie. I watched a sappy little love movie starring Priyanka Chopra and Sam Heughan, whom I love, from what the heck is the show he's in on Showtime? Not Showtime, on Stars. Highlander? No.
Outlander?
There we go. Appreciate you. No Outlander. Called Love Again with Celine Dion.
I love Celine
Super, super cheesy. But it was a feel-good movie I needed to watch on that flight home.
I love that you watch feel-good movies.
I do. I watch feel-good movies all the time. So I know you don't. You're like, gut me. I don't need to feel good.
No. Who needs that nonsense?
Cool.
Death, Murder, and Mayhem.
That's what I'm watching right now. I have some things in the queue. So when we get together again, hopefully I'll have a new story for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I love this time.
Thank you guys so much for listening with No Roadmap. Tasha, Fallon, us, all Alan. The good things, and Alan in the background. We're gonna get him a microphone, y'all, because he's hilarious.
He's like holding it in.
He is. Look, you can tell when he wants to say something. He's literally bursting. But come back. Don't forget to follow us on IG, No Roadmap Pod, and listen to our podcast on Spotify and iTunes.
Yep. Awesome.
No longer Stitcher, because that's gone. Bye-bye.
There's some other things we're on, but they're like only the deep dive podcast people or what listen to them. So if you know about it, we're on it.
It's like the dark web for podcasts. Shh. But until then, have a great evening, great day, great afternoon, whenever you're listening, and don't be a jerk.
Don't be a jerk.
Thank you for listening to No Roadmap with Tasha and Fallon. Follow us on IG at No Roadmap Pod. Send us your questions, ideas, and reactions. Tell us all the things, because we're going to tell you all the things. Until next time, bye.